You just need 5 minutes to make this beautiful sourdough baguette, and it only takes 3 ingredients. What are you waiting for? Let's make it, shall we? I fed my sourdough starter 5 hours ago. Feel free to make this recipe with instant yeast or Polish or Biga, anything you like. Alright, I have 7 grams salt, followed by 270 gram water. If you are using low protein flour, you can make it 250 gram. 80 grams active starter, mixy. Lastly, 400 grams bread strong flour. Now let's give it a good mix. You can grab a piece of dough and clean the side of the bowl. And then think about someone you don't like and mix this bad boy. With the clean hand, I'm gonna turn the bowl, and with my doughy hand, I'm gonna mix the dough. Once you had a shaggy dough like this, don't panic. Clean up your hand with the help of a scraper. Cover it up and let the time to do the rest of the job. My room temperature is quite high, about 27 degrees Celsius. But if you are living in cooler climate, that's even better. You can mix the dough on the evening, let the dough rise on the counter, and the next day is ready to shape and bake. Easy peasy, right? This step is totally optional. But 30 minutes later, you can oil up or wet up your hands. And since it's not a very high hydration dough, you can easily handle it. Take the dough out of the bowl. You can round it up in your hand. We don't want to push this dough. No stretch and fold, nothing. And I'm going to change the bowl to the smaller size to see how much it's going to rise. That looks better, right? I think so. Then cover it up or wrap it up if you like. And that was all you needed to do, I promise. Sit on the counter for 3 to 3.5 an hour or until it look like this. Then I'm going to transfer it into the fridge for a slow, cold fermentation. This recipe can easily fit in your schedule. That's why I love it. It's so flexible. For example, if you don't want to cold ferment the dough and you want to let it rise on the counter, you can easily reduce the amount of a starter. Instead of 80 grams of starter, you can use 20 to 40 grams. As simple as this. Have you seen my roses? New babies came out yesterday. The next beautiful morning, come back to the kitchen, take the dough out of the fridge. It's gonna be bubbly, airy, full of fermentation. I'm gonna bring it on the counter, but first make sure to wet up the counter, or you can oil it up if you like. Beautiful. When you see a series of bubbles forming under the dough, you know that you are in the right path. Then I'm going to cut it into 2 beautiful pieces. If you want equal pieces, use the scale. And now I'm going to pre-shape my baguette. I'm not pushing it, just sealing the edges and kind of shape it like a petard. And gently create little tension. That's it. Gorgeous. Now I'm going to let them sit on the counter uncovered for 20 minutes. To let the baguette proof, you need one of these couche or can be any kind of kitchen towel. You can season it with little flour and you're good to go. Dust up little flour. Time to shape these 2 bad boys. And now let me show you 2 simple shaping methods. This one requires a little bit of practice. Nothing fancy. We try to fold and tuck it in until we have the shape of baguette. With one hand, I'm going to fold it, and with the other hand, I'm going to seal the edges. Now, with a very gentle movement, I'm going to roll it and open it up. Easy peasy, right? Now, let me show you my go-to method, which is easier. With the tip of your finger, you just need to roll it and tuck it toward yourself. While you are tucking it in, make sure to seal the dough as well, but don't push it too hard. Of course, with little practice, it's going to be much more easier. Gorgeous. If it was sticky, you can use little flour, but not too much. Same thing gonna happen here. With a very gentle pressure, we're gonna roll it out until it's the size that we want. This size consider demi baguette. Little smaller than normal baguette to fit your home kitchen oven. On a couche or kitchen towel and let them proof. Which at my room temperature, it's not gonna take more than 30 to 40 minutes. Time to preheat my oven and set up the tray or baking steel to bake them easier. But let me show you how to know it's ready to score and bake it. Nothing fancy, poke test, my friend. Simply just poke the dough. If it bounces back slowly, it's ready to bake. Now bring a baking paper or a baking mat, transfer them gently. Now, if you have one of this bread lame, be my guest and use it. But today I'm going to use something that everyone has in their kitchen, bread knife. Or maybe Caesar? Because as I told you, anyone can make this recipe. Dust up little flour on both of them to make the scoring smoother. Now hold the knife close to the dough and with one confident motion, make it score. Was it difficult? Try scoring them with the Caesar. Do I need to explain what I'm doing? You get it, right? As simple as this. Spray little water to get the shiny crust into the preheated oven. If you are using my oven adjustment, put them on lower rack, little bit of steam, not too much. I bake them for 12 minutes at 250 degrees Celsius. Look at them. And then transfer them on upper rack. Shut the door quickly and bake them for another 12 to 15 minutes. Or until you have your desired color. Did you see my happy face? That's why. And there you have it. For the first time, a real no-knead sourdough baguette with literally less than 5 minutes of work. Smells like love, like Paris. Let's see how's the crumb. I mean, we achieved something like this without even stretch and fold, my friend. The only thing we need now is butter. Simply delicious. Nothing can beat classic, my friend. With less than 5 minutes of work, make something like this a beautiful, fresh sourdough baguette. That's like magic, my friend. Even if you want to make ham sandwich, never forget about butter. Trust me with this. Alright, I guess that was it. This is the sandwich I made the next morning. Think about the choices of sandwich you have with this beautiful, fresh, homemade baguette. If you like this recipe, you can like the video and subscribe my channel so you don't miss the next video. Like always, keep baking and take good care of yourself.